Welcome back to the Awesome Agents podcast. Today we're getting into something that sounds like a power grid story, but is really an AI infrastructure story.
Right, and the framing matters a lot here. This isn't about AI using more electricity. It's about AI data centers changing how electricity gets distributed.
So NVIDIA and Emerald AI made this announcement at CERAWeek on March 23. What are they actually trying to solve?
The core problem is the interconnection queue. Getting a new data center plugged into the US grid can take 6 to 10 years in many regions. That's not a generation problem, it's a peak capacity problem.
6 to 10 years. That's wild when you think about how fast AI infrastructure is being built.
Constellation CEO actually said at CERAWeek, "We don't have a supply problem, we have a peak problem." The electricity exists, what doesn't exist is the flexible headroom.
So walk me through the solution. What is DSX Flex actually doing?
DSX Flex is a software library that sits inside NVIDIA's AI Factory reference design. It connects to GPU level power telemetry, reads real grid signals, and then coordinates load shedding across the cluster.
Load shedding meaning they just turn down the GPUs?
Basically, yes. It uses NVIDIA's RMI to set power limits across all GPUs simultaneously in response to a grid dispatch event. The trick is doing it fast enough to be useful to a grid operator.
And how fast did they actually get?
The London trial hit 30% power reduction in under 40 seconds. That's across 96 Blackwell Ultra GPUs, 100% compliance across more than 200 dispatch events.
Okay, that is fast. 40 seconds for a 30% cut across a whole cluster. What about longer events?
Oregon was the interesting one. Portland General Electric, real CASO market signals. They showed 25% load reduction sustained over 6 hours during a simulated heat dome scenario, and a 24-hour emergency response capability.
And there's also a peer-reviewed paper from an earlier trial?
Published in Nature Energy from a Phoenix trial with Oracle. That's the part I find most credible about this whole thing. It's not just press release numbers.
So what's the layer above DSX Flex? There's a company called Emerald AI with something called Conductor.
Conductor is the orchestration layer. It manages the trade off between what the grid needs and what tenants in the data center need, which jobs get paused, which are protected, how long the reduction lasts.
That trade-off sounds genuinely hard. If I'm running a training job on a rented cluster and the grid pauses it,
You're paying for time you didn't get compute on. That's a real cost. Emerald AI CEO Varun Sivaram frames it as making AI factories dispatchable assets rather than static loads. But dispatching them has real operational consequences.
and the 100 gigawatt figure, NVIDIA is saying this could unlock 100 GW of new US grid capacity.
That's the theoretical ceiling, assuming wide adoption across the entire US power system. The first deployment is 96 megawatts in Manassas, Virginia. The gap between those two numbers is very large.
96 megawatts to 100 gigawatts. That's a factor of about 1,000.
Yes, and to get there, you need regulatory groundwork in every utility territory. PJM and CAO have mature demand response programs. Most of the country doesn't.
There's also a commercial coalition backing this, right? Some big energy names.
AES, Constellation, Invenergy, NextEra, Vistra signed on at CERAWeek. Nscale is targeting 8 gigawatts of on-site generation, up from 2 gigawatts. So the energy side is taking it seriously.
And the Aurora data center in Virginia is the first real deployment.
NVIDIA's own 96 Enmavawal facility, with Digital Realty and PJM as partners, launching later in 2026. NVIDIA calls it one of the world's first power-flexible AI factories.
So the engineering is real, the trials are real, but the scaling is years away.
That's the honest read. What they've shown works. The London and Oregon numbers are credible. But going from a 96 GPU London cluster to a 100 GW grid contribution requires utility contracts, regulatory approval, and operator adoption across hundreds of facilities.
And operators are going to push back on anything that touches SLA guarantees.
Right, a fully loaded inference cluster being told to drop 25% of its capacity during a grid event means slower responses or dropped requests for real users. That's a very different conversation than a factory floor pausing a conveyor belt.
But if the alternative is a 6 to 10-year wait for grid interconnection,
Then the math might work out. That's actually the value proposition. You accept some flexibility constraints and you get your interconnection faster and potentially cheaper.
Varun Sivaram's framing that AI factories shouldn't have to choose between running full capacity and being good grid citizens, is that achievable?
With the right workload mix, maybe. If you have a blend of high priority inference and lower priority batch jobs, you have something to shed without touching SLAs. If your cluster is fully subscribed with time sensitive work, you're basically giving the grid access you don't have.
So this is a product that works well for certain operators and is harder to adopt for others.
Exactly, and the 5 trials so far are probably not representative of the hardest cases. They chose conditions where it'd work.
Still, a peer-reviewed Nature Energy paper from an earlier trial isn't nothing.
No, it's not. That's the credibility that makes this different from a lot of infrastructure press releases. The underlying mechanism is sound. The question is always adoption and scale.
What's the forward-looking question you'd ask here?
Whether PJM's experience with the Aurora deployment actually produces a contract model that other operators can copy. If the first commercial deployment generates a reusable template for utility agreements, the rollout accelerates. If every deployment requires custom negotiation with every utility, it stays slow.
That's a very specific thing to watch for. All right, that's the NVIDIA and Emerald AI grid flexibility story. Thanks for walking through the details, Maya.
Happy to. It's a truly interesting infrastructure bet at a moment when the power problem is very real.
We'll have a link to the full article at awesomeagents.ai. Talk to you next time.